Hi everyone, Hannah here. Welcome back to my channel for another video, and today's video is the next video in my Let's Talk Baby series. And as you saw from the title, today's topic is bath time. A bit of background if you are new. I am Hannah. I'm a stay-at-home mum to 4 girls, Adi who is 7, Elena who is nearly 3, and Aria and Alyssa are my identical twin girls who are turning 1 soon. So let's talk bath time. We all know that bath times are meant to be these fun, wonderful times and kids love playing in the water and all of this. However, sometimes that isn't always the case and kids don't like being in the bath. Don't get me wrong, they might then grow to like being in the bath, which has definitely happened with one of my kids. But I just want to talk about some of the things that have helped me make bath time fun for them and less stressful for me. The first thing I want to talk about is an obvious one in regards to bath time, and that is the type of baby bath that you pick when you are bathing a small baby. Now, there are absolutely loads and loads of baby baths on the market, and you are gonna get so bombarded in regards to all the different types that there are. But one thing that I'm going to say, and this has been a tip through all the rest of the baby series that I've been doing, is you have to choose the product that works for you, for your living situation, for your bath situation, for yourself and for your baby. The baby baths that I have used previously, I can't remember the baby bath that I used for Adi, my eldest. However, the bath that we did use for Elena, which we did keep actually, and we did use for the twins until they got too big for it, was a triple kind of baby bath. Now, it was bulky and it did take up quite a lot of space, but we found that it was worth it because it was a bath that clipped on to a base, but also within that bath there was the little seat that you could put your baby in, as well as that seat had a cushioned liner, which was the one thing that I found imperative and that I honestly think did help my babies enjoy the bath. Because I know you can get some simple baby baths that are just the baby seat themselves, and that's fine, but they are just the plastic. And for me personally, I found that my babies found that rather uncomfortable when I did try them. And I did try the seat without the cushion once, and yeah. For us personally, using the cushion on the seat worked an absolute treat. And then when we were helping Elena to learn to sit up on her own, it was this small enough bath that she was then able to sit up with it, with one of us helping her, and it was brilliant then without the seat. You could have it in the bath, you could have it in the living room. It was portable, which was absolutely brilliant. However, as the twins got bigger, we then got rid of that bath. So we had to go looking around for other options. Now, my twins were born at 36 weeks. This isn't the bad thing, but they were born really small, and they are still small for their age now, which is perfectly fine. However, when they hit 6 to 7 months, by that point, they were then too big for the lie-down baby baths. However, they weren't sitting up yet. They weren't strong enough. They weren't fully aware of themselves to properly be able to sit themselves up and things like this, which is perfectly fine, but it did mean that finding a bath seat for them then became very difficult, because I found that all of the bath seats or bath mats or things like this for 6-7 months plus had a lot of space in them and very much looked as if your baby needed to be confident in sitting up, and my girls just weren't, unfortunately. But what we did do, and if you've watched any other mum hacks in regards to a bath, you'll know, and a hack that is used by some mums in regards to when they've got a child in the bath, is that they all put a laundry basket in the bath so that like toys don't float away and things like this. And that is a brilliant way as well to make it so that your child's toys can stay close to them. However, again, a laundry basket wouldn't have worked for my twins. But what we found worked for us was this. And this is very simply just a plastic woven tub, holes all the way through the sides of it, and then our twins would just sit in this. We could put them in the corner or up against the back, and there was space for them, and they were able to practice sitting up, but it also wasn't that there was then too much space around them, so they didn't get wobbly, and the sides were closer to them as well. Of course, we never left them alone or anything while they were in the bath, and our twins are nearly 11.5 months, and they are only now getting to the stage where this isn't working for them. But by now, I think that they are getting to the stage where the bath seats that they wouldn't have worked when they were 6 months will work now. So I am now redoing all my research into finding out what different types of bath seats there are, what ones are like supported better, what they're all made out of, and things like this. And I am looking at getting an angel care seat. I will insert a picture if I can find one. This seat to me looks like one of the better ones, because now they can sit up better, it's got the support for them, and for me personally and for where my twins are, that seems like the better seat. But of course, if you've got a baby that is brilliant at sitting up, that really likes sitting up, and they don't need much help with it, then the other bath seats are obviously going to be just as good and things like that. Moving on from how the babies can sit in the bath and be in the bath is now to what my children play with in the bath. Now, Elena, she didn't really like the bath much when she was around the twins' age. It would literally just be a get her in, get her washed, get her out. My main tip in regards to if that is what your child is like, is if they don't like the baths, is to don't force them. Get yourself a bottle or stock up on a few bottles of any brand of top to toe wash, the one that you can use to wash their hair and their body, and then just let them be in the bath, give them wash and get them out. That is what we had to do with Elena for quite a little while, if I remember correctly. And it took her a while of being in the bath to then she slowly would get back to just being in that extra 30 seconds, that extra minute, that extra 5 minutes. Oh, so do you want to sit down in the bath? Okay. And just those slow progression points. And for her, found that a few toys that were really good for her to engage in the bath again were musical ones. We had some, we still have them as well actually, but they just don't get used as often. We had some, I want to say a xylophone is what they're called, but it was a puzzle xylophone that is the foam material that obviously when it's wet then sticks to your bath and to the walls as well. And that was a really good one that we found, as well as some bath whistles where you buy them as a pack of 6 if I recall, and you can tighten the bottom and then you fill them up to water. They've got little lines in them, and you can fill them up with water, to these set lines, and you'll blow it, and then it will play, each whistle will play a different note, and you also get given a few music cards as well, so, or that you could play the song to your child and then just let them have a go as well. I think the age of that toy is either 2 years or maybe 3 years plus, but Elena is only now about to turn 3, and she has had that toy since she was 18 months, I think. So with the proper supervision, those toys are, or at least in our experience, those toys were okay for a younger age child. In regards to playtime for small children, especially for teething children, there is one type of toy that we have found absolutely amazing, and that is toys like this. They are foam toys that I was, like the xylophone toy that I was talking about, but they are toys that you just get them wet and they will stick to the walls, to the bath, to everything. But then also, because they're not the rubber toys that can obviously get the black gunk in them and things if you don't properly wash them out, and unfortunately I put my hand up, oh, we go through so many of those bath squirty toys because I'm terrible at remembering to clean them out after the bath. I honestly am. It's not something that I probably will ever remember to do. But these toys, babies can bite on them, they can try and hold them, and they will float on the surface of the water, so babies can work on their hand-eye coordination to try and grab them. My twins absolutely love the range of toys that we've got of these, because we've got a farmyard set, we've got the fish set, and we've got another set as well, and they were absolutely brilliant. I need to keep my eye out for some more, in all truth. One other thing that we have found to make bath time fun and to make it enjoyable, and basically just a playtime, is we found a load of character like wash mitts. Now, this is just the first one that I grabbed out of the lot. However, I can't remember where we got these from. I'm really sorry, but I'm sure loads of places will do something similar and their own versions and things like this. But we have this little piggy wash mitt. We also have a frog, a duck, and a little blue bear. And these have been an amazing thing for Elena in the bath, because she likes playing in the bath. Now, she'll quite happily sit and she'll have water play and all of this. However, having a wash in the bath, that is where things have been difficult and have stayed difficult. However, these have, this one is still wet. I'm not sure if you can notice, and because of bath time tonight, and it worked so well. We used it to cover her face when we were washing her hair, and she didn't kick up a fuss. There was barely any screaming. We only had screaming when we weren't holding this close enough to her face for the very last jug of water over her face. But then, oh yes, these were absolutely brilliant. And then she loved using this to give herself a wash as well. So yeah, these we have found have been absolutely brilliant. And as I said before, the best wash that I have found that makes bath time less stressful for them and for you is a top to toe or an all-in-one, where you can just put some in your hand and then you can use it to wash their hair as well as to wash their body, which means that you can take your time if they enjoy the bath, and you can play with them and things like this. But also at the same time, if your child doesn't like being in the bath, you've just got one bottle that you need to grab to. You can grab that bottle, get them washed and get them out of the bath. One last thing that also has helped in regards to Elena for being in the bath has been that we have bought some character hooded towels that she can wear when she gets out of the bath, and she enjoys being able to pick what towel she will then wear when she gets out of the bath. She likes seeing it hanging on the door while she's in the bath, and then it's oh, but you need to have your proper wash so that you can wear your towel. And then that gets her to engage with the bath as well. And we have found those to be amazing. They were things that I have found in regards to bath time and helping with bath. If you have any other tips in regards to ways that have made bath time less stressful and more enjoyable for both you and your child, please drop me a comment down below. I would love to know, because I'm always on the lookout for other ways to help engage with Elena and things like this. So if there are any other bath toys that you would recommend, or things like that for either small babies for my twins, or for big ones like Elena, please let me know. If you've liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up for me. If you are new here, please hit the subscribe button. I would love it if you stuck around. I am daily vlogging our lives at the moment, as well as bonus videos like this one, so it would be wonderful if you would stick around to keep up to date with all the craziness that does go on. If you haven't, please go check out my other videos in my Let's Talk Baby series. And yes, thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you next time. Bye guys.